Bonjour, mes amis. Yes, as some of you know, I am studying French, so I may go in and out of French, English. I don't know, maybe. I don't know what I'm going to do. I really love learning French, and it's going actually quite well. It's starting to sink in. Learning it is not as intimidating as I thought it was going to be, but I was recently in San Francisco, as some of you know, and my dear friend Maurice speaks French, and I was trying to text and speak French with him just because I needed to practice and learn, but I have to admit that I am still a bit tad intimidated with trying to speak the language, because I think, like everyone else, I'm just afraid of making mistakes and feeling embarrassed and stupid and all of those things. Mais je dois essayer de parler la langue. I have to make the attempt to speak the language in order to learn it, n'est-ce pas? So anyway, what is today? Today is Saturday. What is Saturday? Saturday in French is, I can't remember. I had a tough French class. It's early evening. I'm here because I decided to cook some dinner, and I'm a little tired. Je suis un peu fatigué. There. Now today, I decided to make something that I actually had recently. I was in, as I just said, I was in San Francisco last week, and my dear friend CJ and I went to the Slanted Door in the Ferry Building, which is a restaurant I have never been to. And if you haven't been, you should go. It's delicious. But it ain't cheap, so bring a good credit card or lots of cash. You could skip the $20 glass of champagne, but why would you? So while we were there, we had several dishes because it's a place where the portions are meant to be shared, which I support, obviously. Sharing in general, I mean. So one of our dishes, what did we have? We had the glass of champagne. We had some delicious spring rolls. We had some delicious gingered beef. We had some delicious lemongrass chicken and some delicious snow peas with some mushrooms. I don't know what they were called. I'm not a big fan of mushrooms, so I don't remember them. But they were fine. I mostly ate the snow peas. But the lemongrass chicken caught my attention, and it was so good. And I realized in looking at it, it's probably something really easy to make. So I decided to make it. So here I am in my kitchen on a Saturday evening, 7-ish. I've prepared a lot of the stuff because I know my last video was kind of long, so I'll try to keep this one short. So right now I'll just show you this. Hang on. I've already sort of prepped everything. This is the chicken. It's 1.5 pounds of chicken breast that I bought, and it's mixed with some curry powder, garlic, and a little bit of sugar. Oh, and it smells oh so good. Now that's that, and here I have, you probably can't see this terribly well, but I have some sliced shallots, I have some minced peppers, seeded of course, and I have the lemongrass is right there. Lemongrass right there. The recipe actually called for 3 peppers, but I decided to, only on 1 because I'm not a huge fan of spicy food. But again, see? I'll try to give you a better view of all of that. So everything has been prepared. I'm just sort of standing here waiting around to figure out when I want to start cooking. It's about 7 o'clock. Of course, there's rice, which has to cook for 25 or 30 minutes. This doesn't actually have to cook too long. I don't have a wok, unfortunately, which I have to get, note to self. I'm just going to use this sort of heavy-duty frying pan. It all should be fine. So that's really it for, I think, this little thing. I mean, I could ramble here forever. I had a great time in San Francisco. I saw my friend Maurice, whom I love dearly. Known him since 1989. Way back. CJ and David, not long ago, bought a house in the East Bay, in what is known as, I think this is right, the East Upper Richmond? I don't know. Upper Richmond East? Something like that. They have this lovely little home with a nice backyard, citrus trees. They're growing vegetables. They got corn going and kale and beets. And is there beets? Maybe not beets, but there's plums, there's oranges, there's strawberries. They have a view of the North Bay. 4th of July, we saw the fireworks from their living room. I was laid out on the couch. That's the way to watch fireworks when you're in your mid to late 50s. Lying on a couch, just looking out a window, not dealing with the population out there. I don't deal with the population out there terribly well these days, so I try to avoid the population out there. What else I can show you? I have this lovely towel. CJ actually brought me this sweet little towel from the trip to France that he took a few years ago. I don't know if it's from Paris or somewhere, but I like to sling it over my shoulder when I cook or, you know, do something festive like this. It's a bit damp because I've been washing my hands a lot with shallots and onions. And oh, did I say shallots? Did I might have said onions, but that was actually shallots, which I've never cooked with shallots before. So this will be a treat. I've never cooked with peppers actually before anyway. But so anyway, this is my dish towel, which is now sort of like a scarf. It's a bit damp, but so am I in other places. Maybe I'll edit that out. Maybe I won't. So anyway, that's the prep. I'm going to decide on my timing, like I said, when I'm going to eat, when I'm going to have my wine, time it with the rice. Hopefully it will all work out. You know, I could go on and on and on about stuff. I'm feeling kind of, I don't know, je suis malcontent in mon réalité. I don't know if that's right or not. But, you know, c'est la vie. I will, as I said, I'm going to figure out all my timing. I have everything ready to go. I'll have a little glass of wine, do the math in my head, when I want to eat, what I want to watch on television while I'm eating, or read, or study French, or I don't know, whatever. So I'm going to do all of that, and when it gets all cooked up and ready to go, I'll come back and show you how it looks. All right? Bonsoir. So I'm back. I've done my cooking. Timing worked out pretty well. I did the math right, apparently. So my dish is all prepared, and I have it here, and I thought I'll show it to you. This is my lovely lemongrass chicken with obviously some white rice. It looks good, I think. CJ, I did want to say that I don't think the lemongrass chicken we had in San Francisco, the slanted door, had curry in it. I don't remember that it had curry in it. But this particular recipe, which claims to be a Vietnamese recipe, called for curry, which I always associate curry more with Thai food than with Vietnamese food. But I haven't had a lot of Vietnamese food, so I don't know. Maybe they love curry as much as the Thai. But anyway, it smells good. My apartment has never smelled lovelier. So I'm going to give it a little taste, and we'll see how it is. It's actually quite good. A little spicy with the curry and the peppers, but not terribly so. I could deal with that. I'm looking forward to sitting down and digging into this little dinner with my little glass of Sauvignon Blanc, chin chin and all that. Also, I'm going to take my little pills that I take at dinner time all the time. These are my 8 Neds. Michael, that was for you. So here I go. Supposedly these are keeping me alive. I mean, something has. I tested positive in September 1991, September 16th, 1991. I'm still here, a long-term survivor, as they say. So anyway, that's my dinner for this Saturday evening. I decided I'm going to watch television, and last night I started watching Penny Dreadful. I love the pilot. As I texted to my friend CJ, who was the one who told me I probably would like the show, I texted him and told him that I liked the pilot because I really love well done Victorian English creepy shit, and that's what this series is all about. Evidently, he texted me back today and said it gets even scarier something. I haven't really read the text, but no offense, CJ. I did want to clarify one thing I said earlier when I was talking about friends. I mentioned Maurice, and I said Maurice, whom I love dearly. I also want to say that, of course, I love CJ and David dearly, and Michael and Boris. I love all of my friends dearly. I'm blessed to have some really great friends. Small circle of friends, but I like it that way. So I love you all very much, and thank you for indulging me in this little venture. You know, I do these things because I like them. I get pleasure out of them. We should do things that make us happy, right? Which is what I try to do all the time. You know, that's why I do my duets, CDs. I don't do those duets because I can sing well. I know I'm a terrible singer 9 times out of 10, but that's not the point. The point is I do it because I love doing it. I love singing these songs, and I choose my songs very carefully. They're just not chosen willy-nilly. They're given a lot of thought, and it's the process that's fun. It's the finished product that's fun. It's the, I was going to say it's the sound mixing is fun. That's actually not so fun. I would rather turn that over. But anyway, so I am trying to cook more because I realize that I actually love cooking. It's kind of a nice way to escape from all my shit, which I've had way too much shit lately. I need a lot less shit in my life, so that's what I'm working for. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm going to stop. I'm going to eat, watch television, have my wine, have some fruit for dessert, maybe some chocolate-covered raisins, because let's face it, chocolate-covered raisins are really fruit with chocolate. It's fruit. Let's face it. Anyway, thank you for watching and listening. A bientôt. Je t'aime.